Hello everybody, I'm Opinionated and I don't know how to start a video. Now if everybody weren't so stupid all the time, the internet would be a great place. So let's start bitching about it. While the anonymity does create a meritocracy of ideas in which things such as skin color don't matter, the filter of somebody being able to punch you in the face for your insulting level of stupidity and hyperbole does have its benefits. On the internet, everybody just seems to spout out whatever comes to mind before thinking it over for even a second. Ah yes, opinions. Everybody has them, nobody seems to be able to handle them. First of all, saying, "It's just my opinion," isn't a valid defense, it's a lazy cop-out. If your opinion is terrible, it will get torn apart. Have the balls to either stand by it or to admit defeat, but don't just vomit some nonsense onto everybody and then leave the table like some immature idiot. Also, your opinion can plainly be wrong. And at the same time, telling people to keep their opinions to themselves is equally terrible. Some people have good reasons for their opinions and it's good to hear them out. Everybody seems to get so ridiculously defensive about it and I don't get why. On the internet, you'll easily find people who have the same mindset as you on whatever topic you want. But that's exactly the problem. Some people just lock out everybody who has a different point of view to the point where their argument gets weaker and weaker every day. So if you're really passionate about a subject, why don't you talk to people who have a different opinion? It's not that difficult. You'll learn something, and you may be able to teach other people something. But rather than having a discussion in which the best ideas win, people just go into their echo chambers and stay as they are, uninformed and stupid. Now moving on to forums. For some reason, on every other thread, there's the first person who responds to whatever problem the original poster has, and it's always something like, "Hey, whatever you want to do is stupid, do this instead." So for example, somebody asks for some Blu-ray recommendations, and somebody will always say, "Hey, why buy Blu-rays when you can stream?" And another prime example of stupidity is somebody creating a forum thread that already exists. And there's always somebody who reminds them of that. So after going through pages and pages of ridiculous, nonsensical or useless responses, you will finally find the answer maybe. And even worse than that are Amazon product questions. First of all, you have pages and pages of repeated questions because nobody seems to be able to search them, because there's no search function for them. And then there are the lazy fuckers. They don't seem to spend a minute of time trying to Google the answer to whatever stupid product-related question they have. In the beginning of nearly every product manual, you'll find whatever's supposed to be in the box. So asking if a memory card is included with a camera is retarded. It takes you a couple of minutes to research it and you won't bother anybody. And for whatever reason, people feel compelled to answer, even if they don't know the answer. While not knowing something is generally not a bad thing, not knowing something and then telling people who want to know something that you don't know it isn't very good. It wastes your time and it wastes their time. Why expend the effort? And even better than that, you'll see this question here pop up twice, once answered no, once answered yes. In fact, it's popped up so many times that I didn't bother to count it. And then here's this masterpiece. Is this sister reverse compatible? I'd need a team of scientists to even understand what he wants. Would this camera be good to make YouTube videos? Now forget even putting in the question mark, but that's not a question you can so easily answer. Well, I can't so easily answer because this guy apparently fucking knows. Not far behind in terms of stupidity are the product reviews you'll find on sites like Amazon. The 1 through 5 star system is completely useless. I found a review for a guitar pickup where he said it sounds good and it's well built, but the instructions are terrible, so 1 star. And I even looked at the instructions. It's not rocket science. So please don't go and avoid products because they have a low star rating, because that's just stupid. It's just so subjective what's qualifying as a 1 star, what's qualifying as a 5 star, that it is impossible to get any valuable information out of it. If there's no text attached to the review, it's worthless. In order to understand if the thing's right for you, you'll have to read whatever they say about it and not just go by the star rating. And if there's one thing that gets my blood boiling like crazy, it's people who want to give 6 stars or 0 stars because whatever. 1 star is the worst. It cannot be worse than that. It means that the product failed on every meaningful level. And on the other side, 5 stars means that it cannot be improved in any relevant way. Now, another way in which people demonstrate glaring stupidity is in showing that there's absolutely no nuance left whatsoever. Criticizing something means you hate it, and not criticizing something means you absolutely love it. There's no middle ground there. You have to be either 100% the one thing or 100% the opposite. Having criticized both the left and the right has made some people both alt-right and a libtard. However that works. And now the top of the crop of absolute retardation is nostalgia. It seems to spread over the internet like the plague. Saying things like, music was better in the 80s is absolutely stupid. There's plenty of good music out there today. And the only reason it seems like it was so much better back then is because all the crap has been weeded out by now. Well, a lot of the crap has been weeded out by now. I'm at least 190% sure that in 20 years it's going to be like, oh yeah, music has been so much better in the 2010s. The names of decades were so much better back then. The kids today don't know what it was like in the last millennium. But no, music wasn't better back then. The only reason you think that way is because the music you do remember has stood the test of time. And there's music from today that will do the same thing. Just give it 30 years and you'll be crying about it on the internet. And one form of nostalgia that you'll notice in Germany, which is absolutely terrible, is thinking back to the good old days of split Germany and living in the East. Good old socialism. I mean, it was so great back there that they had to forbid people from fleeing the country, executing anybody who tried to leave, and many still tried it. That sounds like an absolutely great place to be. In conclusion, fuck opinions, fuck echo chambers, fuck forums, fuck Amazon questions, fuck nuance, fuck product reviews, and fuck nostalgia. Thanks for listening, I'm Opinionated, and I'll probably make more videos.